final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Iowa's offense will have first crack at this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the move.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Oh, they're after him. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. he's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Unloads quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Looking downfield, it's Harbor. Makes the grab. It's Pettis. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Tackled there by the defense. Washington right back to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. At the 35, he's open. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Snyder. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback making checks. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The inside handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Harbor. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Breeze. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Harbor. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. No huddle offense to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put the...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Caught over the middle. It's Snyder. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain man on the defensive front.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's first down from the 11. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. He's got the tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Harbor. Here's a heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
looking to throw on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington wants to go quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Snyder. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Snyder. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throwing right. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Auburn and Georgia have just wrapped up the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Here's a look at the latest chapter. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Harbor. This time he's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today.
And into the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and throws out the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now, hauls it in down the sideline. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Thanks for grab. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air, it's Harbor. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Gore. And And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throws it in. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Hawkeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start...